If you've been following my channel very closely, you would notice that I've been doing a lot of immigration content and also content around landing a job in Canada. Today, I'm going to be pivoting a little bit, still on landing a job, but not restricting it to Canada. I'm going to be talking about tips that can make you stand out in a competitive job market. You want to learn more? Please stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Faith. I'm an HR professional based in Toronto, Canada. If this is your first time of seeing this face, please use that subscribe button. Do not go away without subscribing, and also click on that notification bell. Very important. So when I post a new video, you'll be the first to know. And to my returning viewers, as always, I thank you in every video, and I would not stop doing that. So thank you for sticking with me. So welcome, welcome, welcome. First thing I'm going to say is Happy International Women's Day to women all over the world. I know this video is a few days after the special day, but hey, look, we need to be celebrated every day, right? So happy International Women's Day. You guys rock. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Having said that, some people often forget that I'm an HR professional. Yes, I'm an HR professional. Come to me for all your HR needs. Anyway, so having said that, I'm going to be talking about a few tips. So just know that this is also coming from a place of experience, and also personal experience and professional experience. Now, what is the first thing that I'm going to talk about? Now, the first thing really, and I'm going to keep it very basic for this first point, is you need to read the job description very well. Now, read it as if your life depends on it. Okay, maybe I'm exaggerating, but read it as if it's a term paper. Read it to understand, because that is the only way you can know what to give out in terms of your resume, in terms of how you prepare. That is the only way you can know what to give out if you digest the job description, because that would help you in tailoring your resume. That would help you in positioning yourself for the interview and for the job at hand. Because in my experience, I've seen so many resumes that people send for certain roles that I have posted. And I would see that the resume doesn't exactly, like, they might have the experience, maybe they've done that before, but you would know that there's something off. So you need to take your time, read that job description. If you watch my video, Tailor Your Resume, I'm going to link it up here. In that video, I broke it down. You need to watch that video. I broke it down and I told you how you can tailor your resume to every job posting before you apply. And don't just be throwing your resume everywhere. I know you're looking for jobs and everything, but sometimes you need to also, it's not about the more the merrier. You need to streamline your applications. You need to streamline your job search as well, so that you're able to, actually craft your resume to suit that purpose. So that is the first point that I'm going to talk about. Now, next thing really is you need to present yourself well. When I say yourself, I don't mean you only as a person. I mean you on paper. I mean you online, you everywhere. You need to present yourself well. I've done a couple of videos. I did one on, can social media affect your job search? And that's a controversial topic always, but hey, I think you should check out that video. I'm going to link it up here. I think the crux of the matter really is, if you are job searching, while there might be rules against employers or recruiters looking at maybe your Instagram handles and some of those other socials that are not exactly professional, while there might be rules against that, the point is just try to present yourself well, because they might check, and that might be the reason why you do not get the job eventually. So wherever you are, if it's Instagram, if it's Twitter, make sure you put the right posts, and just think of it as if you were hiring someone, how would you want that person to look, at least on paper or at least online, right? Put yourself in that position. Then maybe it will, you'll be able to figure out how you should position yourself. Now, in the professional space, on LinkedIn, how are you posturing yourself on LinkedIn? What does your photo look like? As basic as that is, yes, it does matter. And I've said it in a couple of videos that I have done before. It does matter. You need to present yourself well. Look at your LinkedIn profile. Your LinkedIn profile should kind of mirror your resume. Maybe a little less, because it might not have so much information as to, like, you know, with everything that you've done before, I mean. But it should somewhat mirror your resume. A recruiter should be able to see your LinkedIn profile and say, okay, I'm interested in this guy. Maybe I should give him a call and do a pre-assessment. So make sure you present yourself well. Now, the other aspect of presenting yourself well, even during an interview. So when you do get the opportunity to interview, you need to present yourself well, you know, in terms of how you dress, in terms of how you come off. Okay, I did a video, I think, on how to land a job, or maybe like how to answer interview questions. I've even forgotten the name of that video, but I'm just going to link it up here. And I think that you should watch it, because I talked a bit about, you know, how you should present yourself, even in terms of your mannerisms, your posture, your speech, you know, the kind of words you should use and how you should answer your questions. I talked about all of that in that video, because it's not just about having the right technical skills. I say this all the time. You might be the smartest guy in the room, but you might not be the one that would land the job. The difference between you and the other guys out there is how you present yourself overall, like I said, online, on paper, and even physically. The next point I will talk about, which is sort of like an add-on to the previous point, is that you need to have a great personality. And see, don't get me wrong, I know that, you know, some people are more outspoken, some people are more outgoing, some people are bubbly, and, you know, they can just light up a room. And you may not be that person, and that's okay. But you need to just be able to at least engage in small talk, in conversation, because those are the things that help you during interviews. Especially in places like, you know, Canada, the US. I mean, they're very big on, you know, having people that can assimilate well into their team. And I say this all the time. If you've been following my videos, you will see that I've said this before. They're very big on that. So you might be a very smart person and have everything that they're looking for. But the truth of the matter is that when you get into that interview and you're not able to engage, you're not able to, you know, you're just timid and you want to answer only the technical questions well, it might not go well with like you might not land that job, and that's just the reality of things. So you need to have a great personality. You know, you need to just practice. Some people were not born with it, and that's the truth. I used to be very quiet. For those that, you know, if you ask my secondary school or primary school classmates, they will tell you I used to be so quiet. Like I'll literally not engage anyone. But, you know, I had to work on it. And practice makes perfect. I don't think I'm that girl anymore. I'm still not there, but at least I'm better than I was. So I think that just speaks to how well practice can turn things around. Okay, so just try to practice, because you really need that great personality. You need them to see you as someone who, this guy wants to, you know, he'll be able to blend well with my team. That is what hiring managers are looking for. So you need to be able to give them that. Now, my next point is networking. If I had $1, honestly, for every time I use the word networking on this channel, I'll be a billionaire by now, because I say it all the time. You need to network. Right? Because it can help you. Networking can open doors that ordinarily you will not be able to open on your own. Okay? Now, don't be deterred, because I've heard people say, oh, but I reach out to people, they never respond. I'm also guilty of this. I'm not even gonna lie. You know, like, people reach out to me. Sometimes I do respond, but the truth is, you know, sometimes it gets a lot. But hey, I always say that, look, what's the worst that will happen? You won't get a response, or you will get a no from the person you are trying to reach out to. But it doesn't mean that you should not try, because there will be lucky ones that will be able to respond to you. And that's just the truth. You know, so, and regardless, the more you expand your network, the better for you. Not even just about landing jobs. Even when you get a job, there are some times where you are in dire situations and you want to reach out to somebody to just help you. The next thing you just be like, okay, yeah. Kate can help me. I'll just chat Kate, and she's able to provide the answer she's able to give me some perspective, or tell me what she's done in her own organization, and I'll be able to leverage some of the things that she has said. So that's the power of networking. And just bringing it home to what we are talking about, it helps you because referrals are very big in most countries. This is not about Canada. Even in Nigeria, my home country, referrals are also very big. Especially when the person who is referring you is great at their jobs. If a resume comes from such a person, it's easier for you to get your foot for them to get your foot in the door than if you were applying through an online portal where a recruiter will have to go in, or the HR person will have to go in and filter and sort and everything. Like, your resume can get lost in that system. It's very likely. But if somebody hands it in and says, look, I'm referring this person, I think they're good, and I think that they will be the right fit, that solves it. So that is the power of networking. So, and it cannot be overemphasized. It's something that you must do. Learn how to do it, even if you don't know how. Don't be like me of before. I'll be like, I don't want to disturb this person. Let me just let it. Don't be like that, You have nothing to lose, right, by reaching out, okay? So please, networking, very, very important. The next point I'm going to talk about is enhancing your education, or enhancing your skills in general. Now, don't let anybody deceive you. Certifications are good. Looking good on paper is good. Don't let them tell you, well, you don't really need certification, just, as long as you're smart, you have the right. Forget all those things. At the end of the day, when a job is posted, when resumes are being screened, they don't know who is who. The other guy out there might be smarter than me, but the fact that I have GPHR, I have PHR, I have CIPM, I have SPHR, like I have all those things, I look good automatically on paper. And that will automatically draw the hiring manager or the recruiter to my resume. And at least I will get a call. Then I can now back up my supposed certifications with actual, my actual technical skills. So that at least cuts through all the complexity. So don't let anybody tell you, well, you don't really need certifications. Let's be honest, these things are just paper, they're just basic, they just collect your money. Yes, it's expensive, but that makes you stand out, and that gives you leverage. And that is what you need when you're looking for a job. Okay, so you need to make sure you enhance your education. If you have just a BSc and you know that, okay, maybe I need to get like a master's to help me. I mean, think of the guys in IT. They are always doing certifications. I have a friend, he's always doing one IT certifications or the other. AY pumping, you know yourself. But I mean, that's just how it is. And I'm always teasing him and saying, you're always doing certifications. But no, that is what you need to do, because you need to keep staying ahead of the game. You need to keep being on top. The boss will just leave you, or the train will leave you if you don't improve yourself. And one of the ways you can do that really is by doing certifications. Even if you can't afford like a master's, or if it's an MBA, depending on what area you specialize in. But at least you can do a certification. You can take one course in one university, even if it's online, something to make you look better than the other guy. Because just think about HR, for instance. If you are an HR professional, HR professionals are plenty. They're everywhere. If I look right and left, look, there's an HR professional everywhere. But what separates you from at least a number of people is the other things that you've done. Aside your experience, it's also, your certifications, your education, and all of that. So bottom line is they are very important. Try and, always try to improve yourself. And then the other thing which I will tack onto that is, stay up to date on current trends, right? If there's a software that is trending, like in HR, there are HRIS platforms that are outdated. So you need to just stay up to date and update yourself. That's the word. Okay, so just stay up to date, read articles online, see what's happening in your professional space, see what's happening, because those are the things. So that when you even go into an interview, imagine you're going into an interview and you're saying, I just read a Forbes article last month, and you know, they talked about this, and then you now bring it home to the question that they asked you. Like, look, I would want to hire that person. Okay, so those are the kind of things, because you need it. Those are the kind of things that would, you know, make you stand out from yours. Everybody can answer technical questions, everybody can do this, but there's some of those other things that maybe you read somewhere, or maybe you've done it in one program that you did, that you can now bring to the table. Those are the things that would separate you from every other person. So please and please and please try to stay, keep up to date with current market trends. Now, I think my final point really would just be, you know, volunteering and internships. When you're looking for a job, and I've said it before, I think in the video where I talked about how to land your first job in Canada, although that was Canada specific, but honestly, it could be for anywhere, and I'm going to link it up here. Now, in that video, I talked about volunteering and also internship programs. It goes without saying that, look, sometimes you do need some sort of experience in order to get certain jobs, right? Some jobs, you know, you would hardly get them except you have like a baseline experience level. And one of the ways you can get that baseline experience level is by volunteering in companies or doing internships. It doesn't have to be paid, right? Just volunteer. The bottom line is, you know what you're after, which is gathering your experience, also networking, because even that same company that you are volunteering in, let's be honest, if you are great at your job, what stops them from retaining you if they have a position that is available at the same time that you are there? So it's about getting the experience, it's about increasing and expanding your network, and it's also about opportunities, because you never really know. So that is one way and those are the things that you put on your resume. Okay, volunteering opportunities. Don't ever think that, oh, you shouldn't put this, you shouldn't put it on your resume, because those are the things that would stand you, especially when you don't have so much experience. Those are the things that can also take the place of, you know, your experience in quote, right? So everything that you need to do, all I'm saying here is you need to put your best foot forward. You need to do things that would make you look better than the other guy, right? That would make you look better than the next guy. So that's exactly what you are doing, right, guys? So this is where I'm going to pause on this video. There are so many other tips, and you know, if you know any other tips, please drop them in the comment section. Let's help people out, and you know, let me know what else you want me to talk about. I have a lot of topics, but I mean, it's always good to hear your feedback, right? So let me know in the comment section if there are things that you want me to talk about. Like I said, I'm an HR professional, so anyway, scratch that. But so that's it for this video. If you know you like this video, please hit the like button and also subscribe to my channel. Very important. Please help me grow. The more you subscribe, the more encouraged I get to do my research and to put out, you know, this sort of content that is valuable to you. So please subscribe to my channel and also share this video with anyone who is interested. You know how we roll. I'll see you in my next video.